do a singles love reading. Okay, let's have a look. You right now are in such a fantastic position. This is the card of the happily single. So you are feeling very abundant. You're feeling very secure in yourself. You've just reached a place of equilibrium and you're very happy in your own company right now. And that's because you've gone within and you've really found this incredible emotional stability all within you. So you are in a very, not only grounded, but very emotionally stable place, which is a fantastic place to begin the journey of romance or attraction from, because you know your own worth, you know what you want, and that's lucky because there are some choices to be made ahead. There are two energies coming into play here. Two knights are going to come hove into view, ride in on their horse, each with a very different energy, and they're both going to be interested in you, and you are going to have to decide which one suits you the best. One of them is fiery. This is passion, this is sex appeal, but that is going to be a very hard dog to keep on the porch, as they say. It might be romance that flashes in suddenly, but it really might require, let's say, playing hard to get, being very patient, making sure that it's not just about the physical. This other energy who's coming in to offer you something is very stable, is very slow moving, very secure, offering you a lot of security, and they might be a bit shy, a bit hard to get to know. So this is very much somebody's very stable, secure, perhaps slow moving. This one's fire and gung ho, let's go. So it's opposites, if you like. So from this good foundation that you started, you'll be in a place of peace, but then the world is going to turn and you will have this king energy come in. This is the opportunity for new passion, and it's going to come in the form of these two knights. What advice have the cards given you here? Because you are going to have a choice. Really look for the person who you can build with, who you can build a future together with. So that is about equality, people who have skills that you don't have, people who are just different enough from you to provide something that you don't have, but have enough similarities with you that you're on the same page together. So it may require you letting go of quite a few patterns from your past, a few preconceived notions. The Death card is all about change and rebirth. And so each of these energies coming in romantically may force you to look at what your habits have been, what your patterns have been, whether maybe you've been in self-sabotaging patterns, things that may need to change in order to ground something and build something together. And you are going to be wanting expressions of the heart. Now, neither of these energies coming in seem to be offering that at the get-go. This one's offering passion, this one's offering stability. And what you're really wanting is to dig down and see who is offering the heart, who is, this is the pages of very beginning stages. It's a very young, youthful energy. It might not be very grounded energy. So maybe neither of these people coming in are very comfortable in the heart space. This one leads from passion and this one leads from, look at all the things I've got. And you know, look at the things I can give you, and this one's looking at the excitement and passion I can give you. And what you're really looking for, because you are the king of cups, you are already living in your heart space and you're very stable, but you want someone to share in that with you. You want someone to match you. So neither of them might be really ready to match you at that heart space. You're the king and they're just this little page. So you're probably going to have to lead them both on a journey of the heart to match where you're at emotionally. So let's just think on that, and let's pull some more cards for both of these energies. Let's take a deeper look at who these people might be. Wow, both of these people have a lot to offer. So let us take a look. So this Knight of Wands character, this fiery character, could actually be an air sign or carry air sign energies. And that is communication, thought, perhaps a bit of overthinking, planning, very rational. So not that connected to the heart space, as sort of mentioned before. Neither of these guys really seen in the heart space. But this one is quite playful. There's an element of, this is a childhood card, so there's an element here of playfulness, potentially a bit of nostalgia. Could be someone from your past here. And they're a very strong character. They may be, this is the bodybuilder card, so they might be very into the gym. They just might be a very strong character, prepared to do the work. So remember, the first card we got from my love deck was patience is required for this guy or girl or person. They are the full package, everything you want. And they're abundant and they're generous. They have abundant generosity, which is a very attractive quality in a person. It actually does mean that even though they're not potentially that connected with their emotions, they have a very giving nature, which is what you want. That is the gateway to unlocking the emotions if they're prepared to share. If they're prepared to share their things, then ultimately they will be prepared to share their feelings. So they do have, I pulled a wound and a healing card for both people. So their wound is the fear of abandonment. And they might do that, that might express in a number of ways. So this Knight is all about flightiness and passion and perhaps a short attention span. And they might abandon you before you can abandon them. That might be their method of operation, the MO there. So they, that is something to sort of be cautious, to be aware of, to give them a lot of reason to trust you and be very strong within yourself. And you remember you're the King of Cups, so that you have that emotional stability where you can be an emotional rock for a person and kind of endure their shifting fears. They might test you quite a bit with the fear of abandonment. They might try and push you away. It depends where they are in their healing on this. But yes, if they're really struggling with it, they might self-sabotage and deliberately try and push you away with bad behavior to see whether you're going to stick it out with them, and that can be very exhausting. But they are very confident in themselves. They know that they can bring stuff to them, they can manifest stuff. So they're very secure in who they are in a weird way. Even they fear abandonment because they fear other people. But this is the card of having a lot of faith in themselves. So that could tend to make them more of an island, more of self-sufficient. And the energy that I pulled from this rose deck was that of sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. So they do have this urge to have that protective, supportive role, that masculine, divine masculine role, whether they are masculine, feminine. It doesn't matter how people identify. It's that role of the protector. They may be growing into that role, but that is something that they do embody or are working towards. So on this other hand, we have this shy person. This is the person who may come across as a little bit boring and slow moving because they're all about their things and about security. They only have eyes for you. Now that is beautiful. You know, this person over here, especially if they're self-sabotaging and fear abandonment, they may be looking around for other options, even subconsciously. Like, if this person abandons me, who will be next? But this person, they're so stable. They only have eyes for you. It may take a bit to bring them out of their shell, but they are sweet and sexy. So that is an absolute wonderful quality when you combine these two. That is beautiful. This might come on quite suddenly. There's a thunderstorm energy here. They might surprise you with a sudden shift in energy. Maybe it is a friend who suddenly reveals their attraction to you. They too could be a powerful person. We had bodybuilder over here for strength, and this is the thunderstorm. There's a lot of power in a thunderstorm. So yeah, they might be an earth sign. So this is the second indication of earth that came out, stability, security. That earth signs are, of course, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. or they could have that element about them that's come out twice. And earth signs are slow moving, and they can come across as a little bit boring, but they're not. They're just very dependable, and that gives you the kind of security that, because they're sweet and sexy with it, that is an unbeatable combination. They got the Declaration card as their sort of, as the energy around them. So this is a person who will not be, well, they're shy, but they won't be shy about speaking their truth and saying what they want. They might be quite open with you once they overcome their shyness about what they want and what they're prepared to offer you. And that could be a really beautiful antidote if you've had people play games with you in the past. We got some interesting cards here from the Rose deck. I only wanted one, but two popped out. So let's take a look at these. The first one is quite intriguing. The Fertile Void, Inner Winter, Rest, Patience, Potency, and Secret Beginnings. So if this is a friend, you may not even know that they are attracted to you. It may come across as winter, nothing happening. But there are things happening below the surface. When springtime comes, that new shoot is going to pop out of the ground and growth will begin. And secret beginnings, so there could be some kind of secret start to this, which is interesting. You might know what that means. It'll be different for everybody, or maybe it's just they're really holding back. That might be where the shyness is. They're actually just holding back, keeping it to themselves. And we got the Grandmothers card, plural grandmothers. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. So this is again about patience. I feel like the spirit guides are working behind the scenes on this one, weaving a bit of magic to bring the two of you together. They are going to be very traditional. There's another earth signs really revere their ancestors, their family, their history, their roots. So that was just verification card for that, really. That they, because they're stable, they really respect stability and growth and sticking together no matter what. So that's just really to give you the guidance of the energies around both of these people. They are both very into you. Oh, now let's look at the wound here for this earth sign. They might have a wounded root chakra. So at the very base, this is a very difficult kind of wound for an earth sign energy to have. They don't feel stable in their roots. So you can see that as a big wound for an earth sign that is all about stability, and that is why they're probably working so hard in their life to chase the money, to build stability and not let anything go to waste, be very cautious and conservative with who they let in their life. That's why it seems like winter. They're really taking their time. I'm feeling that the shyness is just about them holding back more than anything. This wounded root chakra means they don't trust themselves, that they will be able to cope with anything life throws at them. And it depends the severity of this wound. Some people, we all carry wounds that even though we're 98% healed, that there's 2% there that can be triggered. So it depends how healed they are on their journey. Only you will know when you meet them, when you get to know them, whether they are looking for security at all costs, and then they're super alert to risks. But you look, they know who they are. Radical self-acceptance. So that is a good thing. They will probably be very open with you about who they are. They accept themselves. That might mean they're not too willing to change, which is another earth sign indication. Yeah, but the radical self-acceptance means you'd better accept them as they are too, because that's how, they may not be about to change in a hurry. So yeah, that's the sum up of these two individuals who are coming into your future for you to choose from. I'm just going to see if there's any more information, any other deck that I'm being called to. Yep, okay, we're going to get some more tarot cards for each of these energies. The question I'm getting to ask is, what are they going to bring you? What will each of them bring you? Because the knights sweep in. One's got a big stick and one's got a lot of money, a lot of pentacle, earth stability. The big stick being passion, fire, energy, excitement. Remember, we got the patience card for this person. So you're going to need patience. It's going to be slow to get the rewards. There's a lot of toil here, and there are rewards. There's 7 rewards already there, but it is going to be very slow progress. You will need patience, and you will need all your perseverance. But look, the Hierophant card came out, which is the card of doing things the official way. Really, it's a commitment card. It is potentially, a proposal. It is forming a bond that is kind of old-fashioned in a way. This is doing things by the book. But also, this is the wild card, where anything could happen. I take it as a massive positive. Of course, if you don't like surprises, if you don't like that sort of thing, it is going to be difficult for you. So bear that in mind, but it'll just be unexpected things at every turn, never a dull moment. From high highs to maybe low lows as well, just think about that. But never a dull moment with this guy girl person. But patience is required, but it will be stable. Okay, so let's look at our Knight of Pentacles. What is the Knight of Pentacles going to bring you? All right, the Knight of Pentacles is going to bring you healing from heartbreak. Because they've come out of your past potentially, because they're a friend, there might be some hurt there that has to be healed. But that is what they are offering. There is happily ever after there, with stability, with security long term. So really, they're both offering this to you, but both people, but in different ways. They're equal in that regard, I would say. This is long-term stability, happily ever after, and this is definitely long-term stability. So yeah, it's a question of flavors. What flavor do you want? With this person, this Knight of Pentacles, you might be spending a lot of time on your own as a couple. You might have very little in the place of external influences, which you can see as a good thing, obviously. Depends what your temperament is. This one might be, maybe you're living on a lifestyle block, away from a lot of other people, and really happy in each other's company. And really doing a lot of introspection. There's a lot of introspection in this card, a lot of guidance from within. So there's not going to be a lot of outside interference. So compare that with the Knight of Wands, which is who knows what happening. Wild cards all the time, left, right and centre, new things all the time, a lot of people, probably a lot of adventures, a lot of different things going on. And it might be more energy than you feel prepared to deal with, or it could light you up. And this one could feel, oh dear, are we going to just be clinging to each other, and are we going to be isolated? But look, you're going to be happy and satisfied whichever route you take, whichever choice you take. It's all about the flavour, because there is long-term commitment there, and obviously commitment takes work, but it is happy as well. So they both have their drawbacks. Look, this one, there might be healing that has to be done. It might take a while to get to the healed state. And this one is going to be slow going. So yeah, it's fascinating. But look out for these two different energies. Maybe save this reading and refer back to it. And of course, if you'd like a reading about your personal situation, look at my snip feed. I'm happy to do a reading for your personal situation. It'll be a lot more specific than this collective reading. But I hope this has helped you in some way. This is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love and joy.